Good morning. Good morning. It's 2:45 a.m. It's Friday. I'm on my way to the gym, and I have to admit that I'm liking the process. The question that I get asked most is, how do I get up so early, and what time do I get up? I wake up every morning at 1:40 sharp, not 1:45, not hit a snooze button. I wake up at 1:40, and sometimes I'll wake up earlier than that, but usually not more than a minute or two, because I go to sleep at 9 o'clock. And if I'm playing with my kids, they might convince me to go past 9 o'clock to 9:30, and then I don't sleep with my phone next to me, so I don't have broken up sleep. I have pretty solid sleep. I go into a deep, done sleep. And people would ask me, how do I do it? Why do I do it? And they have this look on their face like it's weird. Think about it like this. If you were like my dad, growing up, he always worked the night shift. So he would go in at 10 o'clock at night, and then he would get off at, let's say 6 o'clock in the morning. Well, he did that for so long that he was able to develop a habit of sleeping during the day so that he can get up. And it wasn't a big deal. I mean, some people like it, some people don't. But he did it for so long. I would say over 10 years, he did that. And what's odd to me is how it comes across as not necessarily an impossible task, but almost like, oh my God, why? I didn't know it then, but I know it now, that I put more emphasis on what habits I can create versus which habits are imposed on me. Simply put, when a job says, hey, you got to show up at this time, you'll figure out a way. I guaranteed when he started working those hours, it wasn't like, oh yeah, right on. But they said, these are the hours. This is what we got for you. These are the hours that you're going to work. Do you have a problem with that? No. I didn't know it then, because when I started this, when I started getting up, waking up, it was a book that I had read, and I can't think of the title right now. One of my coaches actually, and I still listen to the book, which is crazy because I like the guy's voice. He sounds kind of weird, like an alien, but because he's from England or something. But it's a good book. If anybody wants to know the title of it, I'll give it to you. But he said in order to break certain habits, you had to initiate disciplines. And depending on how deep-rooted those bad habits were and how, you might have to get a little extreme. I take ice-cold showers in the morning. So after I'm finished shaving my head this morning, I jumped in an ice-cold shower. It used to scare me. That sometimes it still does scare me because I'll be like, I just want I want a warm shower, but it's a part of the discipline. So when I started waking up, it wasn't easy. But something told me that the discipline was what I wanted. I wanted to be able to say to myself, you could do it. It won't kill you. And as I started doing it, I started figuring out, wow, this actually even gave me more time for me, you know? It gave me more time to journal. It gave me more time to pray. It gave me more time to explore me. But I didn't know all this in the beginning. That wasn't the plan. But that just goes to kind of show you that God doesn't always let you know what's ahead. Sometimes He just wants you to be obedient one step at a time without knowing what the future is. So I wake up at 1:40 in the morning. I go through the same routine. I shave my big old head. I jump in my ice cold shower, which is something new I've been doing. I do my 50 push-ups. The cold showers are new. The cold showers are new. That's something that I've been doing probably the last couple months. And there's two parts to it. One is, I know it scares the hell out the devil. He is a spirit. He is not an omnipresent spirit like God. God can be everywhere at all times. So even though He's here hanging out with me right now, getting me safely to where I gotta go right now, He's also with you and where you're at right now. But the devil has to come to and from. So that means he can't be everywhere at one time. That means he's either here or there. And since I'm probably the only woke soul right now trying to get my mindset together, I'm gonna assume that he's like, let's go to that one. Because I'm not sure that he can invade sleep or dreams. So the second part on why I do it is it's good for the body. It's good for the circulation. It's good to get the blood pumping. It's great for the body. But these are all just a part of my discipline. There's no higher calling for it. There's no higher reason. It's just discipline. I was out of shape. I had really bad habits. And I knew that my discipline, I knew me. After all the years I spent in prison, I knew me. I knew me so well that I know what I need. Just same, no different than you know what you need. And some people need different degrees of discipline. Others don't. Me, I'm borderline knuckle dragger. We'll just do it hard. So getting up while it's not like this morning, for instance, I was like, is this alarm going off right now? I just laid down. I just laid down. Sure enough, it was yelling. 1:40 in the morning. got up, turned it off, and went back to business as usual. It's time to go. So if you got something that if you feel like you need to gain a little bit more control, if you feel like you're not sticking to what you said you would do, you're not being a person of integrity, because every time you commit to doing something, you flake out and don't do it and do something different. My opinion would be to introduce some type of discipline and hold yourself to it. Like, we're getting ready to start a podcast, and I told my son, I said, I want to do this podcast, but I want to be consistent. So I'm going to commit to once a week, not 4 days a week, 5 days a week, 3 days a week, not on Monday, not on Tuesday, not at 3 o'clock, but 1 day a week. So if I don't have it done by Thursday, I got one more day in the week to finish this podcast. Because I'd much rather commit to something I know I can keep my word on than try to overcommit and put myself in a position where I can't win. Yeah, I get it. You can do anything. Yeah. I got that. But don't lie to yourself. I'm going to do a podcast every single day. Yo, you're a damn liar. Or maybe your schedule doesn't permit for that and you're just being unrealistic. But building disciplines, similar to my 1:40 in the morning, it didn't start at 1:40. It started at 2:20. Then I said, let me trim off another 5 minutes. So then it came down to 2:05. And then I said, you know what? I said, if I can get a couple more minutes on my day, then I could probably get a little bit more done. Like these videos that I've been doing every morning for years. I'm one of those people that you're going to hear about that's going to be so successful that you're going to swear that I just kind of came out of nowhere and it was luck and some inheritance dropped in my lap. You're not going to know about these early mornings that I've been doing for years, these cold showers I've been doing for years, these videos that nobody watches that I've been doing for years. But if you feel like you need discipline in your life, which kind of takes me back to the original question about people asking me how I wake up, why I wake up that early, what's going on, how does it affect me? It 100% stemmed from discipline. It 100% stemmed from knowing me and saying, I need discipline. I need discipline in my day for my scheduling. I need discipline in my day with my eating. I need discipline in my day for my exercise. I need discipline in my day to do my podcast. I need discipline in my day to do this video. I need discipline because ultimately when you can discipline the body, everything else comes in line. The worst person that you could ever lie to is never somebody outside of you. It's always the person in you. And if you can tell yourself a lie or you can tell yourself you'll do something and then you don't hold up to it, you've just broken a covenant with somebody that you should not have done that with. And that is yourself. That is your conscience. That is your mind saying, we're not going to do what we said we would do. You have to keep your word. So hopefully that shed a little bit of light on my 1:40 in the morning wake up. I'm at the gym already. I'm in the parking garage. And it's super early. But it gives me an opportunity to catch up on me. Because when the world starts coming at 7:59 in the morning, 8 o'clock when the day starts, 10 o'clock when the day starts, You got to be ready to give yourself to other people and to help other people. So while everybody's sleeping, I figured that I'd help the person that needs to be helped so that that person can help everybody else, and that is helping me. So thank you for watching this video. Have a wonderful day.